Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have another go at that. I'm Mark Olmis here with Brad Lewis, Chief Steward, to run through today's Hyperion Stakes Day card and see what was in the Stewards report. We'll kick it off with race number 1, the Pink Ladies Day Luncheon. July 9 played over 1,300 metres. And Brad, Prince Moritz was a bit keen out in front in leading.
Never settled at all there, really, Mark. So a disappointing performance. And came back with a slightly elevated heart rate and abrasion to the off foreleg and mildly lame in that leg. So we'll follow up with trainer Mr. Allen to see how this horse has pulled up. Big Layla, uncompetitive throughout. Understand it will now be retired. And Oregon Bronze had to undergo a veterinary examination when it was fractious in the barriers and kicked out past that examination. After that was held up for a short distance on straightening, Mark.
Race number 2, the Hutchinson-Webster Golden Jubilee Handicap over 1,000 metres, and Mystic Maid was a bit fractious in the barrier and she whacked her head while she tried to jump with the gates open, Brad.
That's right, some significant contact there to the gate by Mystic Maid, and that caused some blood to appear in the near side nostril, so the vets really had no other option but to recommend to the stewards that Mystic Maid be withdrawn, so that scratching was affected. From the race, Corvara was impeded until about the 200 metre mark. 2 Silver Trees, disappointing, nothing wrong there. Veterinary-wise, trainer Lindsay Smith said it will now drop back in class and probably look for cover next time, Mark, rather than lead.
On to race number 3, the corporate membership 2016-17 handicap over 1,400 metres. Presenter tie was slightly disappointing, and Grant Williams advised that he thinks the filly will be better over a shorter distance.
That's right, unsuited to the step up in distance today, so back to a lesser distance race at its next run. Key to Fame, the blinkers were removed today, and that permission was granted when trainer Simon Miller said that the horse performs better with them on, so they'll come back on. And out of the race, also Great Shot was found to have some blood in its mouth, but it passed and it wanted to over-race through the early stages.
On to race number 4, the Jamesbug's premium handicap over 1,300 metres, and Two Tone Blonde was slow away, losing 3 lengths and was impeded as well.
Yeah, that's right. This horse has a bit of a habit now of not getting out too well, Mark, so we have told Jason Miller just to correct that with whatever action he needs to make it jump with the field. And Star Glitter, it raced wide and was steadied near about the 100 metre mark.
On to race number 5, the Schweppes handicap over 1,000 metres, and Cool Passion, despite racing wide throughout, was far too good for this field, Brad.
Yeah, it was, Mark, wasn't it? And there are a number of other runners there that were wide. Mickey Two Toes was another, Malibu Style. Flying Raw got out of the barriers very awkwardly, lost about two lengths there, and it was supposed to be up on the pace as was expected, but due to that incident at the start it couldn't be, and Duaton impeded at about the 200 metre mark.
Race number 6, the Belmont Bananas are only $20 handicap over 2,100 metres, and Romello was wide with cover and had a few issues getting going in the straight.
Yeah, really never let down at all, Romello. So this horse vetted out well, and Grant Williams said it'll now drop back from the 2,100 metres back to the mile mark for its next run attempt to improve its performance. Top of the was caught wide, and Arkmed impeded from the 4 until about the 3, and then eventually shifted in and got clear around the 200 metre mark.
Onto the big one, race number 7, the Hyperion Stakes over 1,600 metres, and Greek Haro at 250 to 1 shot. Stable advised that it'd tried to be ridden forward and got a lovely spot behind the leader and ended up running a drum at 250 to 1.
That's right, we got that information, and that was sent out on course and also through the on course Twitter system as well. So that information may have helped some people in their assessments of the race. Hazardbill, very disappointing again there, Mark, betted out okay. Proceed with caution, had to have its off-4 plate put back on when it casted it in the preliminary. Wanted to race keenly through the early stages, and layout was on straightening, has vetted out good at this stage.
Race number 8, the last of the day, was the Young Membership 2016-17 handicap over 1,400 metres, and around the back there, Brad, we saw the favourite Scales of Justice just try to tuck in and put a few off there. Spin to Wheels was one of them, and then in turn Barracky Beats. Yeah,
that's right. It's quite a significant incident there, Mark, that we will look into there. So, yeah, significant check to Spin to Wheels, and a number of riders coming into the inquiry now after the race here.
And Brad, we raced on a good surface. It was in fact a good 3. The rail was out 3 and all was pretty fair.
Yeah, it was a very true surface again, and commendations to the track staff again, Mark.
Wonderful, and as per usual, you can find the Stewards report up on the Chris website in about half an hour to 45 minutes. And thank you, Brad, for running through the Stewards report with us.
Thanks, Mark. All the best.
Thank you.